and welcome back. In today's video I am going to be building a small outdoor patio pond. I started out with this plastic flower pot that holds about 5 or 6 gallons of water. First, I poured about 1/4 inch of garden dirt in the bottom of the container. I didn't sterilize it or anything as it's already outside and I'm not worried about contamination. The terrestrial plants in this setup are going to be in this plastic garden dish. I measured how far the container will need to be from the bottom of the flower pot and then made a structure out of acrylic light diffuser to hold it up. I used wire cutters to cut the light diffuser into the right shape and size pieces and then zip tied them together as the main structure for the land area. I then cut off the excess pieces of zip ties. Now you can get an idea of how the land area structure will work. I then marked for holes in the back of the dish and the flower pot and then drilled the holes. I later figured out that I couldn't really zip tie the dish to the back of the flower pot. I also drilled 4 holes in the bottom of the dish so I could zip tie it to the structure. I zip tied it to the structure and cut off the excess like before. I then cut out another piece of acrylic light diffuser and zip tied the main structure piece on it. This will keep the structure stable as it's not attached to the flower pot in any way. I then covered the bottom piece of acrylic light diffuser with gravel to help hold the structure in place. Now I can start adding stuff to the land area. I poured about 1/4 inch of garden dirt into the dish. Again, it's not sterilized at all. The first plants I'm adding are these purple irises. Irises usually do very well living in a semi-aquatic environment like this. Then I covered the irises' roots and rhizomes with more gravel. Next, I added a bunch of hypnum moss. Then I sprayed everything down well with dechlorinated tap water. I added some small pieces of red lava rock as the first hardscape elements. Then I moved the patio pond outside and filled it up with water. Of course, I forgot to dechlorinate the water, and I don't remember if I ever ended up doing that later. The next plants I added are these small yellow daylilies. I have no idea if daylilies will do very well in something like this, but I thought I'd give it a try. Then I added a bunch of red sorrels. These are pretty common weeds, but I really like them and have tons of them in my garden, so I thought I'd give them a try too. As for aquatic plants, I've got water lettuce and Salvinia minima. Here's what the patio pond looked like about 3 weeks ago. Here's what it looked like just a couple of days ago. Most of the plants have grown quite a bit, and I added this homemade solar light. There's also some decent algae growth in the water area. Now I'm adding small lilac branches as hardscape elements in addition to the lava rock. I also added a bunch more Salvinia minima since I have way too much of this stuff. Next, I grabbed a bunch of creeping Charlie, picked out some nice stems, and placed the stems in various spots in the land area. If this plant grows well in this environment, it will most likely grow very fast and produce these beautiful little purple flowers. After all of this, I ended up having to replant the land area structure back into the gravel. As for fish in this setup, I'm adding 1 rosy red minnow and 1 fathead minnow. While they float acclimated in the water area, I added a few basil seeds to the land area. I really like basil and hope it grows well in here. I added some decomposing oak leaves from my existing pond as they have all the bacteria and algae growth that I want. This also means that they're already completely waterlogged and won't try to float. Lastly, I released the 2 minnows into their new home. Overall, I had a lot of fun building this project, and it will just look better and better as it grows in. This is somewhat of an experimental project, as I'm not sure if the red sorrel, daylilies, or basil will do very well in here. If everything goes well, then I'll have a really nice variety of leaves and flowers, along with some edible stuff too. Hopefully the fish like this environment as well. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, and I'll be back with something new next week.